Hey friends, it's Paige Evans. I want to walk you through my December Daily 2020. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. This album is 6 by 6 and I stitched through paper 11 of my Go the Scenic Route collection with American Crafts to create this kind of ornament effect on the front and back covers. And then these baubles and charms are from Emily Inspired Designs Etsy shop, and then these pom-pom tassels are from the Hey Santa collection by Crate Paper this year. And it's all held together with these binder rings, and the hole reinforcers add pops of color and then will help the album stand the test of time. And then to add some texture and interest and to also help make turning the pages a lot easier, I punched circles from pattern papers, cut them in half to make these half circles, and then machine stitched them to the edges at different places, so it creates this fun texture, and again, just helps make turning the pages a lot easier. So let's flip through. This album features cut files again, just like last year. This ornaments cut file was a freebie in my Happy Scrappy Place Facebook group. Just the title page, so I added strips of journaling. I used the font Remington Noiseless at size 8, and then I just print it on my computer and trim it into strips before gluing it in place. This is a random assortment of my past Pink Paisley and American Crafts collections. And then on the background, I splashed watered down white acrylic paint, some watercolors, and liquid gold from Paper Fashion. So here is the Home for the Holidays cut file from my 25 days of Christmas cut files this past 2020 season. And it's kind of perfect for this time in our lives right now. We stayed home for the holidays this year. Here is our official Christmas card. It was 5 by 7, so I cut it to 5 by 6, and then I attached it to this 1-inch paper strip with machine stitching so that it also becomes a 6 by 6 inch page. Costco prints photos to 5 inches square, so that's what a lot of my photos are. I wanted them as big as possible this year, and so I could have printed them to 6 by 6, I guess, but they don't have that option at Costco. The biggest they do is 5 by 5, and I'm happy with this size. I set up a little grove of colorful Christmas trees, so I thought this Christmas trees cut file, also from my 25 days, was perfect. I backed it with a rainbow of pattern papers from my Oh My Heart collection, and here they go. They go hand in hand. Here is one of my new cut files. It wasn't part of the 25 days, it's just in my Etsy shop. It's called Deck the Halls, and that's what this photo is about, decking our halls for Christmas. Here is another spread about decorating for Christmas. So we've got our festive dinnerware and setting up the Christmas tree. These are 2 cut files that are in my Etsy shop, and I backed them with, this is a Simple Stories collection from this year, and this is the Together for Christmas collection from Pink Paisley last year. And the journaling strips are adhered in a frame around this one. Here is a Joy to the World cut file in my Etsy shop that I backed with various Crate Paper collections. And this is a meme that I found on the internet this year. It kind of just describes my situation perfectly this year. I started watching Christmas movies right after Thanksgiving, and there are about a dozen or so that I have on rotation. And by December 1st, or the second week of December, I was kind of sick of watching them, and so I turned to my favorite, which is True Crime on Oxygen. This angel cut file is from my 25 days of Christmas cut files, and I paired it with a photo of the kids picking out an ornament at Target. Pink is my favorite color, and so it's only appropriate that I have a pink Christmas tree. I love decorating it every season, and I embellished with my star quilt cut file from the 25 days. And again, these tabs just help make turning the pages so much easier. Put these here. So this is documenting Thanksgiving, which happens in November, but it's just one of those annual special events that I love to include in my December daily. And we had a progressive dinner with our Evans families that live locally at 3 different houses. So this winter village with 3 houses was kind of perfect for telling the story of Thanksgiving. This Bah Humbug cut file is in my Etsy shop, and it's about going to the post office during the holidays. You know, the lines are always long, so I just thought it was kind of funny. This Merry Grinchmas cut file is one of my very favorites from this year. It's just in my Etsy shop, and Fox is never a Grinch. He's always happy, but I just thought that the photos and the cut file went together. My cat is always with me, including in December and the holidays, so I dedicated this page to her, and this star cut file is from the 25 days. This candy cane cut file is also from the 25 days, and if you get it with the backing pieces, it helps make backing these teeny tiny little shapes so much easier to have the machine cut out the pieces for you rather than tracing and fussy cutting by hand. So we watched a lot of Christmas movies together as a family. One of our very favorites is Klaus on Netflix, which tells kind of the origins of Santa. I put in my December daily about working on my December daily, and these stamps are from the 25 days, and I backed them with my whimsical collection, which is a few years old now, but I love the pastel and bright colors, perfect for Christmas. Here is a wreath cut file from my 25 days and a Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas cut file from the 25 days. And we visited the Park Meadows Mall a lot in December, and I just love the decorations that they adorn the whole mall with. This reindeer is from the 25 days. While we were waiting in line to see Santa, they had tons of decorations up, including reindeer, so I thought that was perfect to have the photos with the reindeer cut file. This stockings cut file was another freebie in my Facebook group, and so I backed it with papers from the Hey Santa collection, and used it kind of as a border on this 5-inch square photo. And this is when we went and got macaroons at Honey Bee's. They are so delicious. This nativity was the last cut file in my 25 days of Christmas cut files. I backed it with kind of like neon papers to reflect seeing the Christmas lights at Cherry Hills, and we even saw a nativity in lights, so I thought these all went hand in hand. This Merry and Bright cut file is in my Etsy shop, and I need to add some embellishments to this. It won't take too long just to add some snowflakes here and there. But then there's a photo of me wearing a Merry Christmas, you filthy animal t-shirt. We played a lot of games together as a family this holiday season, so that's what this spread is about. And so I have a 5-inch square photo and then a 2-inch square photo, which I tried to highlight by putting a frame around it. And this Ho 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 background cut file is from the 25 days, and it's also backed with the Hey Santa collection from Crate Paper. I love how we have the traditional reds and greens, but also pops of blue, yellow, and pink. Crumble cookies, some of our favorite treats, so I paired the photo of the cookies with my cookie jar cut file from the 25 days, and these papers are from one of my very favorite collections called Juniper Berry by Basic Gray, which is so many years old now, but I still have some in my stash that I love to use in my December dailies. Here we go at the mall, so they have some photo ops set up, and I never pass up an opportunity to take pictures of my kids in cute places. I decorated the top border with my garland cut file, which is from the 25 days. This trio of cupcakes is from the 25 days of Christmas cut files, and I backed them with my Truly Grateful collection, and it's telling the story of this limited edition Arctic Berry Red Bull drink, which is my favorite, but limited edition is right because I went back to get more and they were all gone. Here is a star cut file, which is in my Etsy shop, and I am telling the story of celebrating 3 December birthdays with our Evans family. We went on a date night to Perry's Steakhouse, and I wore a super thick sweater, and so I thought the ugly Christmas sweater was a cut file that would work with these photos. And lots of journaling, so I put it around the edges. I backed it with one of the papers in Truly Grateful, which has all of these swatches, which just goes perfect for an ugly sweater, I think. We went to the Gaylord Rockies Hotel, which is something we did last year, and we enjoyed it so much we went again this year. The display or the exhibit was I Heart Christmas Movies, so we walked through displays they built sets for like Elf and A Christmas Story and Polar Express, and then we walked around some more. So here are some pictures from that. And this Santa Stop Here cut file's in my Etsy shop, and I machine stitched across the top so that when you lift it, you can see the photos and journaling. Also at the Gaylord Rockies, we went ice skating for the very first time as a family. So the skates cut file from the 25 days was perfect to tell the story of ice skating. And again, the photo flips up to reveal another photo underneath of ice skating. We also went snow tubing at the Gaylord Rockies. There were so many activities and things to see and do. So got the couple of photos right here, a 5x5 one and a 2-inch square one, and then this Snow Cute snowflake cut file, which I backed all these teeny tiny pieces, and that's in my Etsy shop. The last activity we did at the Gaylord Rockies, Charlie Brown and Snoopy were there. I had no idea that they were going to be there, but it was perfect because this is one of my favorite cut files from this holiday season. It's Charlie Brown and Snoopy, and it was just meant to be. So that's what this spread is about, seeing Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Here's Joey, he's still here, he's with us, he's so cute. So here's a little page about him, and I paired it with my train cut file from 25 days. This is the Snow and Cocoa collection from Crate Paper a few years ago. Here is a Dear Santa cut file from the 25 days. I covered the Dear Santa part with silver glitter glue, and it says, Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is to learn how to cook. So here was my first attempt. I made some crock pot carrots, but then Chris also helped me. So we visited Santa at the Park Meadows Mall. So this Santa cut file from the 25 days was perfect. Santa cut file for seeing Santa. And here is the official photo from that, from visiting Santa. This Peace on Earth cut file is from my Etsy shop, and I added the no. So it says no peace on earth. It's just kind of funny talking about remodels and home renovations and how it always takes longer than expected, which I should learn by now after watching 15 years of HGTV. But anyway, there it is, talking about getting our carpets in. One of our very favorite things to do every December is to visit the gingerbread house. This is not our house, I wish it was. It's a house about 5 minutes away, and they start putting up lights in October to create this most amazing house I've ever seen. And it lifts up to reveal 2 more photos. And I used my flowers and berries cut file on this right side and backed it with papers from my Bloom Street collection. So here is talking about Christmas Adam, which we just call it Christmas Adam because it's the day before Christmas Eve. We started a new tradition, eating dinner together virtually with my family. Here is my mini album, my Christmas tree mini album cut file from the 25 days. And instead of turning it into a mini album, I turned it into a flip up. So I added photos to the pages. These are all of our Christmas Eve traditions. There's a lot of them. Ending the night with watching How the Ghosts Stole Christmas X-Files episode. And then we get to Christmas Day. So here's a photo of our family opening presents. I backed my Christmas title cut file, which is from the 25 days with a new Simple Stories collection. And then there we go. There's the last page, finishing with some reflective thoughts and my hopes and wishes for 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I can leave links to cut files in the description. And I hope you had a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.